So does anyone think that they know how to pronounce the first word? Saul?
Unremitting. Unremitting.
Close. It's re. So unremit.
Unremitting.
Yeah, unremitting. And unremitting, like some of your siblings might, their cries might be unremitting. It seems like they're never ending. So if something's unremitting, it goes on for a long time and it's uninterrupted. So for example, when Wilbur was lonely the other day, it was because the rain seemed unremitting. It seemed like it would never stop raining, and his whole day was ruined because of the unremitting rain. Kind of like the never ending. Never ending. And it seemed like this woman might seem like the marathon is unremitting. She might think that this exercise is like never ending. Anthony, are you getting going with this, kiddo? It seems like you're not writing. So are you writing?
I was trying to get this out.
Okay, but kiddo, all right, so move it along because you're missing the definitions and we're not going to be able to wait for you, kiddo.
Okay.
I need you to move a little faster, please, okay? Because your friends are already writing this down and drawing the picture. Okay. So again, if something is unremitting, it goes on for a long time and it seems like it's never ending. Like, for example, haven't you ever heard like a drill or like construction outside your house and it seems like the noise is unremitting, like it's never ending? Okay, Josh, do you have your materials ready to go, kiddo? Okay. Sweetie, why don't you come to the morning meeting with this ready to go, okay, sweetie? Because by now you should have been starting to write down these definitions, okay? Because it's going to be hard to wait, all right? Especially if your friends are all done and ready to go. Like, for example, something that seemed unremitting was there was a woodpecker, and the woodpecker was click, 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 clicking on the roof. And it was at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and it seemed like this woodpecker's was being unremitting. The woodpecker was just, it was very annoying so early in the morning. It was pestering me.
I did.
It's a true story. All right, kiddos. So does someone think they know how to pronounce this next word? It's a. It's short A. Darwin?
Gratified.
Yeah, the word is gratified. You can give a connection signal. So if you are gratified, it means that you made someone happy. So to have gratified or to feel gratified is to like feel happy. So this boy was gratified or he felt gratified. Here, I might even go like this. I might change this definition a little bit. So if you feel gratified, you feel happy. I think this is a famous bicyclist. My ignorance is going to show a little bit, but he was gratified to win after completing a long bike ride. Something, it says you have the power to make someone happy, do it. The world means more of that. So you might feel gratified after accomplishing something that took a lot of effort. Or just feel like gratified, just feel content, feel happy, lying in the warm sun like Olaf is. So Yeah, if you're feeling gratified, you're feeling happy. So I think how it's used in the book, again, I've read Charlotte's Web so many times because, again, it's one of my favorite books. And then I've read it with some of your older siblings. Like I read it with Novalee Mars. When I had Novalee in second grade, I read Charlotte's Web with her. Novalee, what was your part in the play? Do you remember?
I was Templeton.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You were Templeton. And I think you were only the second year I did the play, but yeah, you were Templeton. Very cool. So I think in the book it says you will be gratified to learn that after 4 weeks of unremitting effort, the goose has laid 8 eggs or something. So you will feel happy that after 4 weeks of never-ending effort, the goose laid 8 eggs. What's up, Vicente?
Did you do the thing with? Did you do the thing with my brother as well?
Yeah, I think Santiago, did we read Charlotte's Web and do the play? Yeah, and I think Santiago, ask him. I think he was a sheep when we did the play. I think Santiago was a sheep, so ask Santiago. Yeah. I'm sorry we're not going to be able to do it this year, but, things happen. All right. Does anyone think they know how to pronounce the next word? What do you think, Penny?
Vaguely.
Yeah, the word is vaguely. Yeah, you got it. Vaguely. Has anyone ever heard vague? Like something's vague? No. So something is vague, or if something's done vaguely, it means it's unclear. Sol, are you starting to write this down, kiddo? It's unclear. It's not clear. So if something's done vaguely, it means it's done in an unclear way. So for example, this is a very vague sign. So this word vague means like it's unclear. So this is a vague sign because it's like, wait, what? Like what direction do you go in? Okay. This path is like, what does that mean? Okay. Like this path is kind of a vague sign. It's an unclear sign. This will be like a vague conversation. Whoa, that is so wow. Well, like, yeah. I mean, like, totally. Do you have any idea of what they're talking about in that conversation? No, so it's a vague conversation, okay? Or in a sentence, it says, this is going to ruin the whole trip. But this is pretty vague. We don't know what this is referring to. Like what? A volcano or tornado? Godzilla? We don't know what's going to ruin the trip. So you would want to be more clear. So if something is vague, Josh, are you writing this? You're writing this down at the same time, kiddo? If something is vague, your face might look kind of confused. Okay. Nice, Brooklyn. All right. So something's vague. It's very unclear. Good. And actually, we only have a couple of more words. So it's a shorter, and this chapter 8's pretty short. But then we're going to review just a phrase as well. You just won't have to write anything down. Does anyone think they know how to pronounce this next word? What do you think, Aaliyah?
Rambled.
Yeah, rambled. What's up, Anthony?
I was gonna say the word.
You're gonna say rambled. So some of you might have rambled. So if you are rambling, you are talking in a Aaliyah, are you here with me, sweetheart? You are talking in a confused way and for a long time. So I actually have a hard time when people ramble. I kind of tend to lose my patience a little bit, but like sometimes if people ramble, like this woman, she's like, her face looks like, oh boy, like what? Because on the phone, the other person on the other side is just talking like blah, 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 blah. And this guy is just talking and words are coming out of his mouth and the arrows are pointing in all different directions because he's just kind of talking about this and that and this and that. And sometimes if people are rambling, they're not also asking you any questions. So it might be kind of a one-sided conversation. So has anyone heard anyone ramble before? Just kind of keep talking and not really, not really saying too much, but you're just kind of talking. It might seem like it's unremitting, like it's never ending. Yeah. So I might draw a picture of like blah, 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 blah. And then actually we are on our last word. What do you think it is, Darwin?
Pleasant.
Pleasant, yeah. So does anyone know what it already means for something to be pleasant? Like it's kind of a pleasant morning. It's warm, it's, it's comfortable. Penny?
Like something nice.
Yeah, exactly. If something's pleasant, it's enjoyable. It's friendly. So for me, it's quite pleasant when my little cat sleeps with me. Or my cat right now is having a very pleasant time. Can anyone guess where she's sitting? She's sitting next to Vicente.
The window, maybe?
She's sitting next to the window. So my cat is having a very pleasant time sleeping next to the window. I think it would be quite pleasant to be by water that looks like this. If you're feeling pleasant or something is pleasant, you might have a big old smiley face. Or it's pleasant to sit outside when the sun is setting. Or a pleasant day would be like, yeah, it was an enjoyable day. Or if you had a pleasant conversation, you had a friendly conversation with somebody. Yeah. So something's pleasant, it's quite nice. Hopefully everyone will have a pleasant day today. I know, Penny, I'm sleepy too. I had a hard time sleeping last night. I'm not sure why. Okay. Now, well, I know in part why, my cat walking over my face, but other than that. All right, kiddos. So the next, you don't have to write anything down, but you're going to see that there's this phrase. Ay, caramba. Sorry about that. You're going to see that there's this phrase at the bottom of your paper. Does anyone want to read that phrase? Saul?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Good. So I haven't the faintest idea. So this is, I forget if it's Mr. or Mrs. Arable that says this in chapter 8, but I haven't the faintest idea means I have no idea. Okay. So to say I haven't the faintest idea would be the same thing as saying I have no idea. Like, for example, I haven't the faintest idea of how to solve this math problem. No clue, no idea. Nope, not gonna, no idea. This man haven't had the faintest idea of how to read these directions. He hasn't the faintest idea of where to go. So if you, that phrase, to I haven't had the faintest idea means I have no idea. Okay. It's I don't know. So for that would be, this math equation. Anyone think they can solve that one? maybe when you grow up and after going to school for a long time. All right, kiddos. So we're going to pause here with our chapter 8 vocabulary. It was a quick lesson, but if you all want to stay, again, you're going to, 8 eggs, but only 7 hatches. Again, I'm looking at the chats and I'm seeing, again, that a couple of you need reminders that your chats need to be on topic. Okay? It's impolite, and I've asked several times. So Darwin, Josh, you need to be respectful of that, please. Okay? So let's go ahead, and if you want to stay for a book, you can stay for a book. Otherwise, I'll see you at 11 o'clock for math. Okay, and in math, we're going to solve word problems involving measurements. So you can stay on or head on out. It's still